Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is July 5th. It is Wednesday, 2023. Before we jump into the video, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight. Hold on a second, I got an itch that I got to get on my back that I can't reach. Alright, that does it. That's what corners of buildings are for. So, tire is back on the lawnmower, as you can see. And so I actually got the rest of this lower part done yesterday and started in the upper meadow. I have some more work to do in the upper meadow, but we'll get that squared away. So, anyway, yeah, it looks way better. I love it when the grass is cut. I mean, I got to get this out of here. I know somebody's going to mention it, but it's going to get moved. Anyway, so let's talk about the topic on hand. And I know this is going on because I talked to my stepson. And he was living in New Jersey. Well, he's still in New Jersey, but he's in a different part of New Jersey now. And I'll kind of share this with his story. So, him and his girlfriend had an apartment. Actually, it's now his fiance. They're getting married next year. They had an apartment that they'd been living in. And the rent had gone up like a ridiculous amount. So they had talked, with the rental people, and we're like, well, how about, there's no way that we can pay that much more. I think their rent literally went up for their apartment where they were at several $100s a month. Okay, so supply and demand, right? So anyway, they couldn't afford to stay in that apartment. So what they ended up doing, they were fortunate enough that her mother has a furnished basement in the house, and so they're staying there right now. It's a longer commute for him, but he's doing what he has to do. He's with working and everything else, but it's a longer commute, but they have a place to stay. So they're one of the fortunate ones. But there's a lot of people out there, folks, that are being pushed out of apartments just because they've gotten too expensive. They can't... Uh-oh. See the turkeys? Hella! Hella! Come on! Come on, Hella! Let's go! Hella, get up here! Sorry, guys. I don't want to... Leave them turkeys alone. Get over here. Because they got babies, and I don't want her messing with the babies. What do you... Leave the turkeys alone. Leave the turkeys alone. Yes, you. Go here. Go down this way and go to the bathroom. Stay in my sight. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a guilty face right there. Stop. So, alright, so anyway, a lot of people are being pushed out of apartments, sorry about that, because they can't afford them. They can't afford to stay there. So what are they doing? Where are they going? If you work and live in a city, you need to be fairly close by, so that you can get back and forth to work. But if you can't afford to stay someplace, what are you going to do then? So those are things that people need to think about. They need to, have that on their mind, because it's definitely something it's happening. I mean, it's absolutely happening. So something to think about. More and more people. Some people having to live in their cars. Some people, are living on the streets because they just can't afford to live in. I mean, the cost of living has gotten so out of control. It's no wonder more and more people are staying home longer and longer and longer. I mean, I'm going to use my daughter as also an example of this. You know, when she left college, she came back home, and you know, she obviously is staying on the property in New York, and thank goodness my sister's also there. But you know, what would her options have been? Where would she have gone if she didn't have me to rely on to fall back on? You know, and not trying to say that, oh, I'm great and wonderful person, but it's like, you know, I'm going to make sure my daughter is squared away. You know what I mean? She's not going to be on the street somewhere. So I mean, these are things that are happening. You know, and you know, I'm happy to be able to make sure that, you know, like I said, and she is being responsible. I'm going to tell you right now. You know, I told her, if you want to stay in New York, you can stay in New York, and I'll hold on to that property in New York as long as you're paying the taxes. And so that's what they're doing. They're paying the taxes up there. So it is, you know, one of those things. It's what's happening. And so right now, that's one of the things that they're dealing with. But, you know, it's... not everybody's in that position. Not everybody has somebody that they can rely on to cover things for them, or to help, I should say. You know, so, because otherwise, folks, I'll be honest with you, that place in New York would have been sold, and I'd have been completely 100% out of there. That absolutely would have been the way that it went, just because of that reason. But, she's so funny. She actually, what she does a lot of times is she'll patrol the lower levels of the property, because she considers, you know, this main area that's open her territory. And, you know, you stay over here. Don't you go back over in them woods. Don't you go back in those woods. Nope. All right. Anyway, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Are you dealing with these type of issues? Are you dealing with high rents and rents continuing to go up and being pushed out and having to, you know, either move farther away, or what options do you have? What have you been dealing with? Because I know that they're, like I said, they're talking a lot about that, people being pushed out because they just cannot afford to do it. The rents have gone that high. I mean, I look back to my youth and, you know, what I dealt with, and it was financially tough then, you know, and that's more than 30 years ago, you know, when I'm in my 20s trying to figure out where I'm going to live and how I'm going to do it. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off for now. It's a beautiful day down here today. I feel so much better with this grass cut. You have no idea. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will talk to you later. See you tonight at 8 p.m. for the live stream. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.